edit your comments from this point forward.
Thank you.
We're live and already.
Already, we're
All right, the hour being after 7, October 7th, full board, open the meeting. First thing on the agenda is minutes of August 17th.
So, Mr. Chairman, July 17th have to be held because I just got the edit to Kate today. I know.
What was the edit?
So I want it on record that I had asked in April about the bylaw change for taking out the character in the DBA, in the CBD.
Okay,
And
so that's on the hold.
I asked again. So I just want it on the record that I keep asking because people ask you why we don't do anything. And it's part of the reason we don't do anything is because we can't. So, that's all.
Gee, doing this, I don't know, 33 years, no one asked me nothing.
Sorry.
I don't know
I guess I'm more
why.
approachable.
As we get closer to 8, you'll see why people don't talk to me. All right, August 21st, do we have, anybody have any issues? I'll make a motion. Accept.
Second.
Second, Paul, all in favor?
I
And on September 18th.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
All right, that's on the hold. Okay.
Do you want to hold those?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So 7/17 and 9/18 we're holding.
All right.
But I did not.
We'll grab, while we're here, because we've got another one in about 2 minutes. All right, I asked Kyle to update us on Roscommon, and for all those who don't know where it is, it's the one right off of Fisher Street that goes into Olmsted, it's behind there. And the other piece of Roscommons comes off of North Street across from the old Buttermans Farm. And this is not AQV, what do you call it?
Open.
Open space, yeah, one of the last ones, biggest reason to get rid of it. So what's happening is Whitman Home has a bond, how much they got, Kate?
I'm sorry.
What's Whitman's bond?
I think it's 745,000.
No, I think it's in the millions.
No, I say
I
that in the
think it
memo,
started
Mr.
that
Chair,
way.
I think it was reduced from 2.9 million to 750,000
When did we do that?
in February of '22, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this for everybody? Kate?
Yes, take one, pass it, please.
Well, there's all right, there's 750,000, all right.
Is this the one you just gave us? No?
The one I just gave you, this
So
is,
one of the
would
things
be attached to that,
we need to do
vice
is,
versa.
for Kate, if you notify their bonding company, copy Whitman and make sure it's still in effect.
Check validity. Okay.
Yeah, just tell them, we have not released this, and this is the amount we have left, and so on and so forth, and please verify, or something to that effect.
Okay.
And copy Whitman on that, because we want to make sure we won't be sitting there holding the bag. The other issue is, it's been a little funny game's been played up in Gigi's, that little one-lot subdivision.
Right.
And I know the guy who did that subdivision was the same site guy that did the rest of it. And also, they got a big pile of dirt not on their lot. They've been trying to market, there's only one lot there for sale. The other one is an open space lot, and they've been trying to market it like you own that, and you don't. So, and the other thing is, part of the conditions that was agreed to by the developer, I think it was through the Concom, but was part of ours, is they're supposed to put a paddock up. And they cry about it, but no, you guys said it, so that hasn't been done yet. So just want to find out what's up with Whitman's wants to do here. Because as you go along in these, the further on you hold the bond, the further on they don't do it, then the road starts becoming a piece of crap. And sometimes you don't have enough money left in the bond to do it.
This is a long time.
Yeah. The only thing that, the good part is, I guess, all the pavement's done except for Gigi's.
Correct.
Yeah, and typical pavement we've had in the past, that will drive you nuts if it's over, it's like 7 years old, it usually almost doubles. But you, and the bonds, oh, that's the other thing, is the, I think this is the longest one we had, but with Maggie, Kyle, I kept telling Maggie, when you reduce it, you also gotta escalate up to today's cost, because that's, you can't take a bond that was done in 2000 and reduce it to, and then not say what's left. And you just, let's put it this way, say the bond's $1 million, you knock it down to $500,000. You look at that $500,000, what's it today's cost? So it may go from $1 million to a half, but because inflation, you go back up to 700,000. So that's all I wanted to make sure, that we haven't lost sight of it. The other thing for everybody, if they don't understand, Ian Cook, he's the Ponset Reservoir. On the open space way it read, we could do it, I forget who else could do it, and the Ponset could do it. So he's the guy out there that will look for this is the stuff. And for everybody who doesn't know, in these open space, you got a 50-foot swath at minimum. And that's supposed to be all common space that everybody can go in. But when we first did this a few years ago, they were just dumping stuff there. They're dumping like it's their own backyard or the site guy or something. So that has to be, and that's what Ian Cook's been doing too. So, anything else you want to, any big issue?
So we had received, and I can't recall vividly, so help me out here, but we had received from Ian Cook pictures. Is that all still the same situation, or has it changed at all?
It has changed, and a good number of things have been addressed. I do recall the pictures, and actually, I think that was another 2022 correspondence, which is lengthy from Mr. Cook. That's why I asked him for an update. I'm also aware that Conservation Commission gave a partial certificate of compliance this summer in August, basically covering most of the Kilroan and Emerald area. It's partial because Gigi's is still part of it, and that's still open. So the agent wouldn't have done that, and the commission wouldn't have done that if most of these things weren't addressed. So that list from the first handout that I gave tonight with the email printout, is kind of what's left over out of that list, which is a lot shorter than it was. And so there's been some good, even this past spring, there was some things addressed on this. There's been some good progress on mostly the Kilroan and Emerald side in those open space. There's really been very little done on Gigi's. So if you read through, my cover letter on there, Emerald and Corona are in pretty good shape. Naturally, we're still working on as-built and acceptance plans and these administrative things. I don't have a Form H for the bounds, these things. But I think that stuff could come along pretty fast. I don't know what the deal is with Gigi's. It's basically sat there. The fill pile sat there. There's no paddock. All those things that Jack recapped. We don't have any as-built. It's basically way behind everything else.
Didn't get sold, did it? It was
Not
up
that
there
I'm
for a
aware
while.
of.
It was on Zillow for a while, and then,
I think it fell through. I think it fell through.
all right, so that takes care of that one. All right, moving on. New Pond Village, 705. It's gonna be my new house. Take me there. Call Jay up and have him, so he knows how to get there and back. Tell him he can charge for my,
Stay on track, stay on track.
he can charge my weight. He'll make more money for people who want me to see me in the box. All right, we have New Pond Village continued site plan. We have a request from their attorney, Mackey and Mackey, that they would like to extend it to November 30th, 2025. Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. And they would like to be on the 6th of November,
7:05 on November 6th.
7:05. All right, so we'll continue this to 7:05 PM on November 6th. What else, we got anything else that night yet?
Toll.
Oh, that's why they're ahead of those. Okay.
I had spoken with Bill, and he said they're pretty much ready to just be done, but
Good.
Would've
Now we
made
can
it-
roll right into We have another public hearing.
Walmart?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good guess.
Here's,
Excuse me. You just had me. Have another one?
I think we have a few.
We might have a couple.
these letters came in from Carl and from Board of Health.
So, with the hour being after 7:10, we have a continued public hearing for Walmart. And we have in our hands a couple of things that were missing from last time. Board of Health,
Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta love it. They voted unanimously. They don't have any comments at this time. That just was like a 4-to-1 vote.
Jeff, Mr. Crowley's here.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And we have one from Carl. If you want to just zip it, not zip it, just go through it, Carl. Zip through it.
You bet, Mr. Chairman, yes. Memo to the board dated September 25th. This is a recap. I believe I'd already delivered one memo. So we still have the major issues here. There's still some drafting items to be taken care of, as there always seem to be. Endorsement block doesn't have enough signatures on it. And some other things. But the two major issues outstanding here is understanding what's going on with the zoning, parking. We asked them to put zoning summary tables on there, and when they did, I don't really understand how the parking numbers are derived and where the background is for it. And I should have flagged this in the first review, but there's nothing wrong with the lighting plan per se, except the background is illegible, and it needs to be in a standard plan sheet with an endorsement block on it, and they need to show the illumination throughout the whole area, and it needs not trespass on anybody else's property, which is required in our zoning. If anybody else has any other questions on the other items in the memo, I'd be glad to answer it, but there's a considerable amount of questions about the zoning. I've had the building and commissioner involved, and there have been many past approvals, both site plan modifications, limited site plans. There's been some Board of Appeals, some variances and other relief, so I'm not sure what all that's going, but my objective here is to make sure we're clear on what's approving, if parking numbers are being reduced, where they're being reduced, and to make sure we understand that you're in conformity with zoning.
Okay. With that being said, I know this come up this afternoon. I think maybe we should ask Mr. Crowley first before. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see what's going on.
Not entirely. I haven't seen, if there's a new letter, I haven't seen it.
Okay. So we'll let Jim explain what's happening.
Sure.
To catch you up on it if you haven't.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks. Go ahead, Jim.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Board. Jim Crowley, Building Commissioner. Yes, we done a review, and as Mr. Baldoff said, he came down when we were looking over it on the zoning table. It has actually has like 14 actually zoning board and site plan renovations over the years. We're still going through them to find some information, but right now, the table that's on the plan show it's 582 spots. The last limited site plan was done in 2017 to 18, and the original rendition, one of the requirements they were asking for was reduction, and at that time, on the limited site plan, they had 615 spots. They were proposing 602, and now, as Mr. Baldoff said, it's shown on the plan as having 582. Not so much worried on that, as we done a review on it. They found out the original Walmart was fully retail. And if you do retail, you get two options in our zoning. It's 200 square feet per parking spot, or you can go with the larger one of 500 square feet, so it gives you a range. So their range will be between 318 spots and 795 at the max. So at the 602 originally in 2008, they were still within that. When they did do the build-out in 2018, we did find that some of the spots, looking back on it and checking the layout, they took 2 areas where they converted parking spots into handicap parking spots to increase the number of handicap parking spots. And obviously it went from a parking count of 7, got turned into 3 by changing them to handicap parking spots. So we've worked out that it got changed. It's one of those things that sometimes we don't get told. It did get changed, but right now their parking count is 582, which does fall in that bracket. We did run the numbers because now, as you know, Walmart has went from, when it originally opened, was all retail. Now it's grocery store and retail over there, which does have a different count. The retail still has the higher number of 500, but grocery stores has a lower number of 200. We done a split. We'll need them to show us the exact square footprint of the grocery and the retail. We done an average of, the building itself is 159,000 square feet. We split it down the middle, half grocery, half retail. And the number, if you do, the parking number still comes in at, they'll need a minimum of 518 spots. We just need that all shown on, as Carl said, on our zoning plan, because it's changed since 2018 from 602 down to 582. So some spots have moved. That was one of the things we noticed. And then in our deep dive on the plan as well, what we've noticed is they put in 3 containers on the right-hand side, which were never there before, and that actually blocks a full lane of a 2-way system. It blocks one of them down to where it's averaging gets down to about 15, 16 foot wide, which is not a passable for fire department and emergency vehicles. We'd request that those 3 containers be moved. And then the final note we noticed in it, there was a special permit back in '98, which they went before the zoning board and got relief to be allowed to put 14 containers on site. Was approved, was stamped in at the clerk's office, but Walmart never registered the Norfolk County deeds, and it never came back to this board for a site plan for putting 14 containers, which are meant to be on site from Labour Day to December 31st. We'd also make the note that if there, and right now there's probably 20 containers out there. We have moved them the last 2 years. We've been moving them with the fire department's help. They are blocking doorways, fire access ways. We recommend that they get, I believe, Mr. Mackey and Mackey, or their attorney, that he refiles the approved decision that was approved back in '96 and submit in front of you a new site plan showing where these 14 containers are going to be parked as well, so it doesn't hinder response, exits, and traffic around the building.
All right, so we want, so if I understand it, Jim, it appears they can do it, but they just gotta show on the plan.
Yeah, on the zoning table for the parking, it's plausible. We just need to show it on the plan and to give us a table of how much grocery footage, square footage is there.
Yeah.
It is less than 50%. We just done the number, so they'll definitely below the 400, so they will meet it. We just need it on paper. The only thing we would request would be that the 3 containers that are blocking the right-hand side either be removed, or they're going to have to honestly go to the, I've talked to the deputy Hoover about it, because it reduces their driveway down to 15 on the right-hand side. So if one way is blocked, they can't get out the other side. And again, then the third way would be, I believe they need to come back in front of you. They could amend it. I don't know if they can amend it or if they can apply and run it simultaneously, a second approved site plan on the 14 containers.
Okay.
I reckon to reach out to their attorney on that one.
So the 3 containers right now is an enforcement that they gotta comply. If they walk, even if they walk away tomorrow, so we're not doing it, they still gotta get that out of there.
On the plans, they got it right now. They're not parked there now. They are parked on other parts of the sites which we have moved before. It's just on this plan they're showing 3 containers that are just put there,
Yeah.
and they're legible, but there's no reasoning for blocking the lane of traffic, and it would be a hindrance to first responders.
Okay, so you kinda summarized it, so, Mr. Bowler Engineering, do you want,
Yeah, sure, thanks, Greg.
you got stuff that was probably, you were still in college.
Thanks, I appreciate, I guess, looking that long. Yeah, maybe,
But
I don't know.
okay, we got the 96 one,
Oh, yeah, 96 for sure.
Yeah, and they didn't record that, so that's kind of a legal type thing. The container's in the way, if they're up there now, it's not
So,
your.
yeah, I'll just clarify that real fast. So
Yeah.
actually, they're on the plan called out to be removed.
Okay.
So they're not proposed. Those are,
But they shouldn't be there anyway.
right, so we identified, there's actually 7 of them out there when we did our survey, and our demolition plan calls for all of those to be removed. So there, I think that was just maybe, if you're looking at the overall site plan, Walmart does kind of a weird thing that they make us do on the overall site plan, which is the same sheet that has the zoning. They make us show the site improvements and the demo improvements on the same sheet, which causes some of that confusion, that overlap. It's just something that they do with their
Walmart makes
GCs.
you do that?
Yes, yeah, it's part of their template. So we have a site plan sheet, then we have a demolition plan, then we have an overall site plan sheet that shows both layers on the same sheet. I know, it's very, very confusing. But we are fully in agreement. Those trailers shouldn't be there. They need to be removed. This comes up pretty regularly when we have applications. Walmart does do seasonal trailer storage. They typically get dropped off around this time. I went there tonight, I recounted, there's 8 of them there now. I've actually worked with Phil Mackey's office on other projects where we've gone in, filed separate applications just to show where the seasonal trailer storage is and to clarify what time of years that is. So we can handle it other ways. We could do it as a separate application and file that to try to resolve the approval that was from 96 that never got recorded, and now add clarity. But it is something that does get coordinated every year with the store manager, directly with that distributor, and they typically put them in there for the seasonal overflow. So that's why they're there for those 4 months.
Well, as far as the 96, I'm not a lawyer, they didn't record it, so I don't know if you have to do anything special, but that's
Right.
legal gonna have to tell you that, and I would assume that would have to be worked out before we go to this final. Because that would affect, if something did happen to the 96, that would affect your plan here.
Well, you're saying in order to be able to tell just what they look like when they're there during the seasonal time?
No, but say if you had for some reason, because it didn't get recorded, I don't know, I'm just spitballing, that maybe you had to refile.
Yeah.
And that 96 thing kind of goes away.
Right.
You refiled, so wouldn't that affect what you got in front of us?
Well, I'm not proposing actually any seasonal storage units on the plans at all. So I'm not actually calling for any of them to be there, which means that anything that we would try to get approved for the expansion, if Walmart does want to have seasonal trailer boxes, we got to come back in and ask for approval for those.
Well, however, it's up to, Walmart and their attorneys or whatever,
Yeah.
figure that, how they want to do it. And as far as Jim was saying, I'm sure you're gonna want to show how much the grocery, if it's taking less than half, naturally you're gonna want to show
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Typically, the grocery components are roughly about a third of the building. So if it's just a matter of showing that calculation and showing that we still far exceed
Yes,
the
do that
parking
on
count.
there so that, this
Yeah.
is for everybody coming after you in the
Sure.
building department to say, hey, how'd you get that?
Right, right.
So and that was the only, and some of Kyle's stuff. Oh, one thing we haven't seen is firemen. We need that letter. We got,
The fire chiefs, you're saying
chief, he hasn't given us anything yet.
oh no, we got the first letter. That's what I responded to
Oh, we got the first.
originally. Yeah, and there was only a couple comments, and so
Okay.
I addressed,
Oh, so
all
we didn't
the-
respond to this one then, Kate? Okay.
yeah, I just don't think that we saw any new
Revised.
response.
You didn't respond to the revised
So
plan.
there's nothing affected on the revised?
We just basically complied with what
Okay.
they asked us to do as far as the fire lane striping. There was one comment that actually directly related to the gravel access road that wraps around the back of the building. And I believe that is all tied to the old approvals as well. Walmart typically would pave all the way around the building. I think that was a compromise because of the activity of the residents adjacent, not wanting cars to circulate around the building or loading or anything. So we did not put pavement on that side of the building. The fire comment was, we'd like it to be paved. And I just replied back basically like, I think there was precedence for why it wasn't paved, just so it doesn't attract more of the other concerns that the residents actually put in that letter, of noise, activity happening behind the building, headlights behind the building, that sort of thing. And right now, because it's all gravel, that you don't, and all the signs say you can't go around that side of the building, it's really quiet now, which I think is what they would probably prefer.
Can you just clarify, that was not a current resident issue, that was in a past site plan?
No, so there was a recent resident letter that came in after our first meeting.
Okay,
And I provided some responses to that letter as
Okay.
well, that we filed 2 weeks ago.
okay.
But what they were asking for, I'm sorry, what the fire letter was saying was from this portion of the back of the corner of the building, all the way to the side, this is all gravel. And there's all signs that say do not enter, emergency access only. And even around here, it just says no access except for truck activity. So all the truck activity and all the trash removals on this side of the building, you know, all the residents that have their backyards abutting this side. So the comment was, do we just pave this? And my thought was, knowing that there's history here about why this didn't get paved to begin with, I was basically responding back because I don't think we should pave this. I think we leave it as gravel. It is passable. I drove my car around it. You know, it services for the emergency access only. I think if we pave it, it will just open itself up to be used by the people that just want to hang out beyond the wall.
But you need something from the fire department saying they're agreeable to that.
If it was on the original plan, because they're not changing down there.
Right, yeah, this is still the original plan. This is all from the original approval, so we're not changing that, but yeah, I don't know what the typical timeline is for response letters after we, you know, respond. I wasn't sure if there was gonna be one tonight or not, or
Someone must
maybe
settle
it just didn't happen.
Walmart come in, remember? No, I meant the original.
Oh,
Want the original?
Well, when did
You
they-
want the original?
No, just not us, when they first proposed this back, a long time ago, yeah.
oh,
Because it wasn't paved around the Four Seasons. You don't even remember that.
Yeah, but the other,
Just-
so the other fire comments regarding some striping, we added that, and they asked for like a Knox box to be added on the door for the expansion. We added notes about that as well. So I think we addressed those comments. I'll take a closer look at the engineering. I know we did add signature blocks, but maybe the signature blocks didn't have enough sign positions to it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I gave you examples, and it just doesn't have 5
There was
lines
a-
on it. We're a 5-member board, 5 members.
Oh, okay, all members sign,
That
not
has
just
3,
chair.
all
Okay.
members sign, right.
That's- Okay, that must have been.
Wasn't there, did we have was this the one without the stamp? Or was that in the
I don't
Pond Village?
remember.
Yeah, we
These are
resubmitted
stamped.
stamped plans with
Yeah.
with the resubmission, so everything was stamped.
Yeah, for whatever it's worth, Mr. Chairman, I did review, because Bowler provided responses to the fire department comments, and I reviewed them. I could see that, and 4 out of the 5 were addressed. They have to say so, and the 5th one, dealing with that access road, I have as an open item.
What did they say on that? I don't have that in front of me.
So the fire department said, their comment was, "We encourage and request that the applicant add a paved fire department access or road around the entirety of the building. This will allow our apparatus multiple routes into and around the building in case of traffic congestion or deliveries." And then they reference 527 CMR 1, Chapter 18.2.3.3. And the response from Mr. DeBona was, our understanding is that the gravel access road along the eastern side of the building was purposely left unpaved to avoid additional truck or passenger vehicle activity along that side of the building that is located closest to the residence on Johnson/Orchard Drive. There are existing signs along the front drive aisle that note this access is restricted and for emergency access only.
Request and encourage and request. Interesting. But
Aye.
I will ask the applicant to get a more clarification, but if you can go back and talk to the fire department, tell them why it was done, if there's something to that effect. So you're gonna explain why it wasn't. Because he's kind of saying, we want it, guess what? You go file for the permit, we got you. Meaning the fire department says, I ain't signing it.
Yeah, no problem. I can follow up.
Yeah, if you just do that, and just for clarity, and if you find something, fine, and they're satisfied, but just, Yeah, you've done this enough to know that they always get you in the end. All them inspectors.
Jim, want a piece of candy?
Yeah. I made it special for the inspectors. So if you just follow up with that, and we can close that loop too. So, you want, and I think that was it, and you didn't have anything else, so
Yeah.
the only big deal, I mean, this stuff you could probably have done tomorrow, but
Right.
regardless of that, you still gotta get at least a legal from somebody to say, is this gonna affect everything here or not? And so, we're gonna need extension, Kate, right? And we got the 2-week thing, so it would be the second week meeting in November?
So, yeah, and just so I get clarity as to what I need to do as far as the seasonal trailer. If I were to
11:21.
add locations of the seasonal trailers,
Thanksgiving.
would we be able to incorporate that into this plan submission?
Time to make pie.
Because I'm not,
Do we know?
I don't know what the, sorry, let me clarify. In the 96 plan, whatever that was, it didn't sound like they ever clarified where it was going anyway. They just
think they
asked,
did.
they just asked for a blanket approval to have 14 trailers on site. And I don't think Walmart's gonna even need 14, so I can
Oh, so
probably limit it
Well,
and
let's
just
check
show
that.
what they think they would need and show where those are.
Mr. Crowley, we don't do site plan for temps, right? Isn't that in the zoning book?
Temps, so back in 96 or 98, sorry, they had to get a special permit because technically they're not temps, they're seasonal, but they're going to be, it's a temp thing that's going to be there every single year. So in 98, when they went for it, they got approved from the zoning board. Their next step would have been for a site plan where they're in place and everything. For some reason, they never went for a site plan, but they also never filed an offer county deed, so technically it's just sitting in limbo. So they have been doing seasonal trailers ever since out there. That's why I make the recommendation that we should do it, because if we issue this, our permit, when you approve this plan and we issue our permit, we're gonna make them move every single trailer
Okay.
all the time.
So the
It's
smart
just a
thing,
recommendation, because they do it every year, they do seasonal every year, because they
Yeah.
need the storage. They were approved for it, it'd be very easy to bring it back to life. And that's why I suggested, if you're going through all this now,
put it on.
put that on as well at the same time.
What does everybody think? I think that,
Agree.
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
let's
Yeah.
make the most, yeah, just
Okay.
shove them
Yeah.
on, because you're all on the site plan anyway, it's not a special permit, so.
It'll also impact the parking count if they end up in places where there are parking stalls, so it'll make the parking count float around a little bit. And as
Yeah.
discussed, it looks like your excess on parking anyway.
Yes.
I guess it's more important in the places that we don't want the trailers, which is what Jim and I had a pretty good discussion, like building commissioner had a discussion and said that was a problem.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Is this gonna be re-advertised?
Hmm?
Are you gonna re-advertise or what?
No, this is just adding to the site plan.
Okay.
It's like if you widen the parking lot or whatever.
So
They're
we-
not structures.
So you're bringing in revised plans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I'll
gonna,
have to
do all the parking, all the stuff we talked about, and then he'll have a plan. They'll incorporate the trailers.
Yeah,
So
you
easy.
have to incorporate Mr. Mackey into it, because technically the approval for those trailers is still in limbo.
Yeah.
So you need to activate that. So
Yeah, you gotta, you guys gotta figure, but, so you know what? So, get this, our next meeting is, the meeting in November is the 2nd?
I can do October
You'll never get it done in 2 weeks.
16, no, for the
Yeah,
next
'cause I need
one.
to be able to get them to you 2 weeks prior,
Yeah,
right? So any
November
plan
6th.
changes, I have to file.
yeah, we have another one on the 6th, right?
November 6th?
That's fine, I can get this turned around by next
At,
week. File.
But we gotta, when's he up for time?
he's up on the 31st of October, so I do need an extension, but that's the night I've told you. And New Pond Village is going in at 7:05. Do you want to do Walmart at 7:06, just to get
Gives
him?
me extension.
What?
I gotta have extension
Right,
first.
right, right, but I'm just,
Have an extension up through the end of October.
Yes, if verbally, I can
November?
grant the
November
extension of the duration of time for review.
Up until November 30th,
Yeah, up until November 30th works.
November 31st?
November 30th.
Is that not?
That would be a hell of a day. You'd never get it
30th, I
done.
don't know.
All right, well, I'll make a motion to accept extension up through November 30th.
Second.
And a second. John, all in favor? Aye. All right, there you go, 7:06.
Yes.
7:06 on the 6th of November.
Okay?
All right?
Oh, do you have to make a motion for that, or is that?
No,
it's
no,
just-
that's your time. Write it
Perfect.
down. All right?
All right, thank you all. See you back
See ya.
on the 6th.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta make some. We did Roscommon. We got 2 plans to endorse? Okay. Thank you, Jim.
The first one is 49 something.
49 Summer.
Yeah.
Very nice summer.
Yeah, we'll give Jack the big pen. Give Jack the big pen. Yeah, we'll give Katie the big pen too. Yeah.
Oh, this thing.
I'm reaching in front of you, excuse me.
Wow, look, it's big, but the tip's small.
Well, there's no HR department here.
I'm just gonna keep eating candy.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm just gonna eat my candy.
I shut off my hearing aid.
Remember to ask Paul about the flash drive, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
You're in trouble.
No, I had a flash drive that was like 12 years old. I went out and got a new one.
Yeah.
Have they changed that much?
Change that much. Well, the storage on them is like,
Okay.
I mean,
Speed too?
oh, because now the USB ports have changed,
Okay.
right? So the way that the access of how they read them, a little bit faster. So the technology in the older one,
Yep.
you know, they've made them,
That's why I bought one, I figured.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a chance.
wow. It's a big move.
I know. I feel
How
like
many,
a
how many
geek.
how many gigabytes?
Like a, yeah,
Really?
geeky bites.
Who are you talking to?
Gigabytes.
Him?
Oh, we're still on camera, I was gonna say, in a, not a great way, but I love it when these pens go right through. Because I'm doing paper instead of,
We debated it, Mr. Chairman, and if you want to make
I must have missed that debate.
we get Mylars, we'll get Mylars.
Well, it's going right through. My tip goes right through. That will go through too. Yes.
Oh, we gave Katie, we gave Katie.
You can
the
just
big
sign
pen,
one
too.
set, so I'll pass it
Okay,
over.
I did a big one.
I'm very important.
She's VIP.
Didn't you know that?
Well, ooh, nice, woo, come on,
That's the old one.
woo.
And someone had to tell me how to do this. I said, where the heck, this thing doesn't fit. I'm trying to go in, it's too big. He goes, go like that.
Again.
Oh, boy.
I offer more time to fix people's computers.
What's on it, Jack?
That's like a story that I saw a long time ago
All my stuff.
of a customer, of a manufacturer of a computer, called into tech support and
I should have brought my emails in for you.
and said, you know, I ordered a PC from you and I don't know what the CD-ROM is. I said, you don't know what the CD-ROM is? Okay, well, let me look up your configuration. I reckon show that you do have a CD-ROM somewhere. I'm like, well, I don't see it anywhere. So they go and they say, okay, well, let's see if we can find it. So you're in front of the computer? Yes, I am. Well, take a look in the front panel, and it should be up towards the top and so forth. And the customer explains to the tech support person, hold on one second, let me move my cup holder. Tray, cup holder inside, yeah.
That's one of the ones I've got on my email. His cup holder broke, and he wants to know if he can get it back. And I was using the cup
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, there we go.
Jack, can I have a motion to endorse for the second one?
Do we, I didn't notice, I was just gonna say, can we make a motion for the first
No.
one? I make a motion to endorse 49 Summer.
Second,
Second, all in favor?
All right,
And I'll make a motion to endorse Bid Guard.
second.
All in favor?
She's got a big pen. You notice how quick she was? I second.
No good computer talk?
Oh, that was it.
You don't know how to use a computer? It's a tool. It's like a skill set.
You see Turco Insurance, how they use computers over there. They're
Really techie over
They're
there.
very- they're-
Really techie.
efficient.
Okay.
I'm the computer genius and I'm a computer idiot, so that's
Hey,
not a good thing.
Paul, you wanna make a fortune?
But
Figure out how to make a rubber keyboard, so when they, you know.
No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yep.
for Jack. That
Jack.
And the other thing is, are monitors, are they plastic or are they glass?
Screens?
They're not, yeah, they're, what's the material?
Well, I wanna know so that on the
Acrylic.
way out, you're not gaffing up your hands.
Have you tried to punch it? LCD.
I'll do this one. You know the old joke about, you know, if a blonde's been at your computer?
No, 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 we're not doing jokes. No. Right now, we're stopping this, right now.
You're the one taking the
Yep.
time.
Yep. Stop.
Nope. Back to Eugene in the booth.
An email from someone I used to work with back in the 90s, whatever, it was from that time period. They called WordPerfect support, that's how old it is. And I said, my WordPerfect stopped working. Well, is the prompt still there, the C prompt still there? No, C prompt, I don't know what C prompt is. Is the monitor light on? No. Okay, is it plugged in? Yes, it's plugged in. Okay, is the cord from the monitor to the screen plugged in? Yes, it's hard to tell though, because it's dark here. Well, why don't you put the office lights on? We had a power outage. Okay, I found that problem. You still have the boxes that came in? Yeah, okay, I'll go back, pack it all up, take it back to the store, and then tell the person you bring it back, because you're too stupid to have a computer.
John, those are the days that you could talk like that to customers.
He got fired, but
Yeah,
they said he
now
went
you
to
can't
court.
say this stuff like that. Well, you won't have any customers.
No, I didn't say, yeah. Then I learned when you get two monitors and you're trying to get the other one to come on, you gotta put your hand in front of the other one, or see that feed or something. You know what I'm talking about, Paul?
Yeah.
It's like, someone showed me that, one of the, yeah, you don't know how to do that? You know how to build a house? No, then shut up. Because this is a tool. It's all it is a tool.
I hate that they're taking out the CD-ROM drives on everything.
It's a CD-ROM.
Yeah, the ones you can put your disc in.
Oh, those, oh.
They don't even come with them anymore.
I know, everything I want.
Well, everything's downloadable.
I can't watch my DVDs anymore.
John's age group, you kidding me? He had a CD-ROM. Look
I
at
had this when I was a kid.
Yeah,
CD-ROMs.
exactly. A kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have won.
exactly. Same. I mean, that's what I love. You know, most of us as adults seen CD-ROMs, and then you ask somebody like John, you're like, have you ever seen a CD-ROM? Like, yeah, no.
I think my sister probably had never. She's 6 years younger. Probably never had one.
Never had, right?
Yeah.
It's true. There's no need. All right. This is. Ooh.
So did you have a, Cumberland Farms hot dog? No.
You wanna come out with
Now
my
that
truck?
you're retired, I thought you would have time for supper.
No, I was still at work today. They can't do without me.
Can't do without you.
No, it was me and all the landscapers. Couldn't even get in there.
What you, yeah. She's going to heaven, that's all you know.
Well, what?
Nothing. We just said
You know
about
why I
Judy.
had a Cumberland Farms hot dog?
What?
Because I forgot the peanut butter and jelly.
You're still on TV.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
I'm on the way to the Cape.
Good for her.
It's beautiful weather, she might as well.
I didn't hear what's in the refrigerator, I said, I'm on the way to the Cape, bye.
Well, you know where the grocery store is, right?
It's Thursday.
She knows where the lawnmower and the tractor is, too.
Oh, boy.
And the plow, and the shovels,
All right.
and the brooms, and the paintbrushes, let me keep going.
Please redact. Please redact.
Oh, you just keep setting us up. You just keep setting
Who?
us up.
Who do I-
You.
I, how the hell, what did I
Nail
say?
guns, the saws, what else?
What did I?
You said, you know where the supermarket is.
Well, I'm just asking her. I mean,
You know,
I try to stick up for Judy.
I go there and it's,
I'm trying to stick up for Judy, that's all. That's all. Because that's what I would be told. I'm sorry, young man, do you not know where the grocery store is? I'm like,
how come they don't test people on how to drive their cars? They just come in from a car and they drive every other way but. No answer? Okay, Wanda.
No.
Nope.
I can't tell you that, Jack. I have no idea. I don't make grocery store rules.
Yeah, but you should be, just like on your
I agree.
car.
I agree. But you can sort of tell when you're in the supermarket who drives really bad and who doesn't, right?
Didn't you spend a lot of time in the grocery? You're a chef.
I like to cook.
Yeah, you like to cook, you said, I remember
Now,
that.
is,
So let me down here, nice and quiet.
what's that?
Your wife.
Now, the grocery store, now is Fernandes still there?
Is who?
Fernandes?
Yeah.
Don't even
remember-
answer him.
Oh, my God, Fernandes, jeez.
No, I went to high-low.
Oh,
I didn't go to high-low. I hated
I went to High-Low.
Did you go to A&P?
when I was.
A&P was
A&P, wasn't there Heartland too? Wasn't there
A&P was down
No,
Landmark?
Heartland is.
Heartland.
Remember A&P down the
Shop and
Cape?
shop, yeah.
A&P's was CVS.
CVS, that's right, yeah.
First I went to High-Low and then.
No, A&P is where Conrad's is.
Can I have your, can we have your
No.
permit
Yeah, it was in
markers?
there originally.
No.
A&P?
No.
No, it was where
Dixon did.
CVS.
I think they moved.
John's got it.
No, I know Dixon's was there.
Yeah,
before.
No, it was, A&P was separate.
I don't know that.
It had the rollers outside, they put everything in the black big
CVS parking
totes,
lot.
and the totes
What?
would come out, they'd wheel the totes out to the car, and
Yeah.
drive
Yeah.
up, pick
Archer Kent?
High-low.
up your groceries.
High-low.
Archer and
Archer Kent.
Archer Kent?
Where?
Dixon's,
was-
isn't?
Wasn't Archer Kent over
What?
where the vape shop is?
Yes, but like I said, Dixon's.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Oh, my God,
Oh,
Jack.
for crying out loud.
What do
Let's
they
have a
sell?
motion to adjourn so you can get off.
No, we're going down.
I don't remember that.
Everybody's waiting for the blonde joke.
Nobody's waiting for the blonde joke. Just you.
No, Paul's on the edge of his seat.
Oh, I'm kidding.
All right, I have a motion to adjourn.
After the blonde joke.
Nope. Second, Paul?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
No.
Good night.